Welcome to a day in my life. It's time to dish with D. That's me. My name is Denise. Welcome to today's video. Today is just a day and just hanging out and doing some fun things, but we're gonna make some breakfast. And I was thinking this morning, I wanted a cottage bun. If you don't know what a cottage bun is, it is a bun that I make like 2-ingredient dough, but I use cottage cheese instead of yogurt. It's so good. I will link that video here. There. Up there. It's where my watch is. That's right. It's where my watch is. Up there. You can check it out. I have a sweet one, a savory one. I have like variations. I have one that you made into like monkey bread. I have one made into I call it a fry bread. It's like a crisp bread. But today's a little bit different. I'm really going out. I don't know if it's going to work because this is so different. So I'm taking the cottage bun and using oats instead of flour. And I'm throwing a banana in there to make it almost like a oaty sweet roll of sorts, per se. So I'm only using a half a banana because I don't want it to be too, I want it to be able to be a bread, like get into a bun shape. I'm not sure it will. I'm thinking bun, but I'm going to see how this turns out. It might have to be a loaf. We'll see, because I don't want it to be like, all spread up. So I did mash half a ripe banana. Here's the other half. And I'm using a 1/4 cup of 1% cottage cheese whipped. That's just the brand that I get. It is, I still have it out. It is the Friendship brand. See, it says whipped. A serving is a half a cup, so I'm using half a serving. So it is 90 calories for the full serving, but it'll be only 45 calories and half the protein, because this serving gives you 16 grams of protein, but this is going to give us 8, which I think is really good. Plus, we're going to be putting an incredible edible egg in there, so that'll be some more protein as well. So let's go and see how this works. If you're new here, I do kind of weird things on this channel, and sometimes they work and sometimes they don't. But you know, nothing ventured, nothing gained. I'd love to share. If you're seeing this, it probably worked. And if you don't see it, you'll never know it existed. No, actually, I mentioned it in my challenge video today. So I have my cottage cheese going in. Like I said, I may have to add more oats because there's a lot of wetness in here, and I'm not sure that the oats will be enough. So I might have to up the oats. And again, I don't have to have the whole thing. You could say, well, then don't add the egg. But I don't know. I love adding the egg. I just feel like it gives me protein. It balances it out a little bit. Ugh. Yes. And flavorings. Now, definitely going to put some cinnamon in there. But I was thinking, do I want vanilla? Do I want cinnamon? Then I'm thinking, oh, how about a skinny syrup? So we'll do half a teaspoon of cinnamon. Again, you could always add more. You could always add less. You could always leave it out. And we're going to do some salt. I always forget the salt. You know, just a little dash, because everything needs a little bit of salt. And of course, some baking powder. I'm going to use a whole teaspoon of baking powder. All helps. And I'm trying to decide the flavor. Let's put our oats in, and then we'll decide if we want to put vanilla. I do have maple bourbon pecan skinny syrup out. So I'm thinking 1/4 cup. I'm using quick oats because to me they bake up like a flour more than an oat to me. It just doesn't seem like it more oat. It definitely seems more like a flour type. But definitely still keeps its oatness. It's oatness. So now it looks a little soft. Like I don't think it's going to be a bun. I feel like it's just going to be too soft. See how soft it is? Now I could add more oats, or I could just put it in a ramekin. So I think we're just going to do the ramekin. Oh, we haven't done our flavoring yet. So I did pick out maple bourbon pecan because I thought that sounded really good with banana. And of course the cottage cheese will go with anything. You could do, like I said, this is up to you whether you want to put a flavoring in. You could just do an extract if you wanted. So I'm just going to do a pump and a half. Because I just thought maple bourbon. I was going to do amaretto. I don't know. I thought maple bourbon sounded really good. But again, that's my personal choice. Like I said, if you wanted to add more oats to really make this into a bun, because it's nowhere near a bun, it is a bread. It's gonna definitely, so we can just put it in a ramekin, I think, or we'll do it in a mini loaf pan. All right, my oven is preheated to 375. I spray my mini loaf pan. You can get these at your local Dollar Tree. They have them in like seasonal things, but I used to get these at the Christmas tree shop. Now, if you wanted to put nuts in here, why not? You know, it'd be good. I would like nuts. Banana, walnut, oh yeah. Now, I'm going to bake this probably 25 minutes. That's my guess, but we'll definitely talk about it when we... Do we want chocolate chips in here? Why not, right? That's what I always say. You get creative with your loaf. And remember, 13 of my lilies in the brown bag are 0 points. So you can have up to 30 for one. So would it be worth putting 30 in? It could be. I mean, 1 point. 30 I mean, I think the count are ridiculously low. So we're gonna do 30. We're gonna be crazy, right? 2, 3. You don't need to see me count these. All right, we have 30 chips. So I'm just gonna grab my little fork that I mashed my banana. I'm just gonna swirl them in, so because I want them all through the loaf. Like I said, you don't have to add the chocolate chips, but you know, I don't. If you're like me, little chocolate does a world good. Now, could you put cocoa powder in this? Absolutely. And I didn't put any sweetener in. I don't want it. I think the banana will give it enough sweetness, but if you wanted to, you could put a little bit of, you know, sweetener in there. Though, like I said, the skinny syrup's going to give it a little bit of sweetness. The banana's going to give it some sweetness. So that's, for breakfast for me, is good enough. But again, you could always do more. So I'm going to go bake our little loaf, and I will come back and let you know how she baked. We will talk, we'll taste, then later we'll talk. I haven't figured out macros or calories or anything like that, or points, because, I mean, points are easy. Points are easy. It's 1 point for the cottage cheese. 1/4 cup of oats, I believe, is 2 points. But I will check. So we'll say it's 2. 2 for the oats, 1 for the cottage cheese, 1 for the lilies. So it's a 4-point loaf. I don't know. It's, you know, but yeah, I'll definitely let you know the calories and macro breakdown. Let's go bake this bad boy. She baked for 25 minutes. Now, I baked it on my toaster oven, so it doesn't always bake the greatest, but I'm happy with it. So I'm going to let it cool for a couple of minutes, and then we're going to remove her, and we're going to taste her. But there she is. Looks delicious and smells amazing. All right, she cooled for a few minutes. Probably a few minutes too many because I was busy. Shocking. So I'm going to, hopefully she'll come out. I mean, it's breakfast. I could eat it right out of the container, but I would like to have a nice little loaf to show you. It smells really good. I think that's all the breakfast foods. Cottage cheese, oatmeal, banana, egg. Definitely a fun one. I love, like, I have not gotten creative in such a while. I've been thinking to myself, I have not created anything new in a long time. Let's see if she pops out. She didn't. So sometimes I'm gonna cut around and I'll be back. Not too terrible. I mean, the bottom, let's just be real here, bottom did stick a little bit, but see the magic of photography? You'd never know it. Now you could put syrup on top, skinny syrups, pancake syrup, fruit jelly, you know, whatever you want to, you know, you want to jazz up fresh fruit on the side. Again, but I'm just going to taste her plain because I'm going to see what she tastes like. But yes, definitely. Let's put the inside. Can you see that? My big old thumb out of the way and get the light over here. Yeah, she's almost like a moist steamed bun of some sort. It's almost like a baked oat custard between the creaminess of the cottage cheese, the egg, and the oats being so small that it's like an oatmeal, like custard bake for breakfast. And the banana, the creamy banana, the creamy cottage cheese, the egg, it just made like a nice little, like, should we call it a souffle? I don't know. A sweet souffle. You know what? I think that would be a really nice little type. She is like a souffle. And of course I ate stuff at the bottom. But yes, I will come back. I'm going to eat because I'm hungry and it's a little bit later than It's 10 o'clock. I don't like to eat this late. I'm gonna come back and give you all the macros. Well, we know the points. I'm gonna give you all the calories. I'm gonna give you the protein. I'll be right back. Because we can, we should. So I'm gonna put some peanut butter powder because I want something. I don't know what I want, but peanut butter is sounding really good to me. Since there's banana in here, I think it will work. Now that you remember, we talked about this. This is the Crazy Richards brand. You get 4 tablespoons for 1 point, which comes out to 2 tablespoons of peanut butter. But you also costs you 100 calories. Now, I don't need that much, but I know some people are like, well, if you're counting points, you would definitely, well, you might, maybe you wouldn't, I don't know. You can go up to the 4 tablespoons, but honestly, I think it would be too much. And just because you can, doesn't mean you should, you know. So I'm just going to reconstitute this with maybe some of the maple bourbon pecans. Give me syrup since we already have it in our loaf, right? Now I like to make mine a little bit thin when I put it on the loaf so it drizzles. You can make it thick if you like. Again, you don't even have to use peanut butter powder. You could put regular peanut butter. You could put whatever you want. Like I said, it's all up to you how you dress your thing. Like I said, maple syrup would be good. Fruit compote would be good, like some jelly, like those good jams on there. Yeah, it's a little bit thinner. And you can reconstitute your peanut butter with water, with milk, with coffee, with syrups, any kind of syrup. So yeah. Totally optional. Now, would you put something on a souffle? I don't know, but I would. Chocolate syrup. Caramel syrup would be good on top too. Again, like I said, you can do so many things, and you should sometimes. All right, time for lunch, and I'm craving cabbage. And I bought this beautiful head the other day for a cabbage salad. A few of you suggested, I'm talking about how tired I am of all these lettuces. They're like, why not try a cabbage salad? So I looked over a few recipes, and I just want something basic. There was one there that looked really good. It had chickpeas, had kale, had avocado, had a mustard dressing. I don't feel like doing all that right now. So I found one that's just easy. It's just cabbage, garlic, lemon juice, olive oil, salt, and some mint or cilantro. So I have all that. We might throw an avocado in. I don't know if I'm going to chop up the whole head. I feel like it might be too much to have it chopped. Because this way I will chop maybe half today, maybe half in a couple of days. So let's have a little chopping montage, shall we? Because I think you liked that last time. So we'll do a little fast forward chop montage of my cabbage. All right, let's have a taste. That was fresh mint I put in there. It said mint or cilantro, so I had mint, so I used that. I didn't use fresh lemon juice because it was the only lemon I had left and I didn't want to use it. So I had that bottled lemon juice. So I will link the recipe. I don't even know where it's from, but it's a simple cabbage salad. So nice and bright. I like that. Chickpeas would go good in here too. So should we go down and get a can? Because if I have any chickpeas, let me go check. I'm not even sure. Alas, no chickpeas. I mean, that's like a 7 deadly sin in my house. No chickpeas. So I brought up a can of salmon for a big punch of protein. There's going to be almost 20 grams of protein in this can. So I'm only going to put some of this in my bowl. This is a lot. I only made half the recipe. It's a huge bowl. So when I don't finish, you know, Steve will have some. I will have it for dinner. Though who knows? Maybe I'll come back and have another bowl. It's cabbage. It's olive oil. It's lemon juice. You know, don't oh my God, olive oil's in there, D. And I'm going to put a little bit of avocado because that's what the other recipe had. I thought it sounded really good. So let's pull this open. Drain this sucker. I'll be right back. So it's going to be salmon or tuna, and I thought, well, salmon's good. Throw that on there. It smells like salmon. I figured most fish goes with lemon, so I thought that would be fine. So put that in there, like that. Just grab a little knife and open our avocado. These are pretty much, I don't know if they're ripe enough, but I wanted it, and I'm going to force it. Force it. Ah, there we go. Look how beautiful that is. So we're going to have half. I'll just slice it in chunks. This is going to be one of my intuitive eating meals. Like, there's nothing wrong with a little bit of avocados and a little bit of olive oil. I'm not going to get hung up on, oh my gosh, there's olive oil in there. Oh my gosh, there's avocado. Both of these are fantastic, fantastic fats. So, sprinkle him around. If I did venture to the points, I'd probably say maybe 2 or 3 points for the avocado. So, it's not tragic, totally. These are mini avocados. These are not the large avocados. You see how hard I'm getting the skin off. It's not quite ripe, but you know, we're gonna have to make do because it sounded really good. So there we go. I've never had this for lunch, and I thought I've been jonesing some kind of fun salad. So why not cabbage with salmon and avocado? Yeah. Look at that. This is what I call a healthy meal. And I can go back for more cabbage because I got the points for it. I mean, it's cabbage. I'm just gonna put a little crushed black pepper on top. I don't know if there's enough salt. I already tasted it, but you know me, a little bit of pepper. I'm all for that. So maybe how about some onion? This is my favorite thing from Kinder's. Is this caramelized onion butter. I'm almost done it. It is so good. Like I said, I don't have much onion around either, but I think is this recipe called for? One of them called for pickled onion. Pickled red onion would be so good in here too. So that is my lunch today, my lovelies. I will link this recipe in the description box below. But I'm going to go enjoy my lunch. Oh boy, it's going to be a gassy night in this house tonight. Here we are at Glam Squad on Zoom. There is Leslie in the share screen, and we are on the right-hand side. You are welcome to join us anytime. Having my post-glam snack of a protein bar. This one is peanut butter. It is one crunch. It is 4 points. And I think it is 160 calories, and I think there's, I can't remember. I can't see it. But there's like at least 15 grams. 1 gram of sugar, 12 grams of protein. So I'm going to talk to my girls and enjoy my snack. I'm exhausted. All right, I need a little pick-me-up, so I'm going to make an afternoon matcha. I know you've heard me talk about matcha before, and you've heard me talk about this brand, this Kenzo brand. Well, I just learned they have an affiliate program because I've been drinking this for way over a year, and I now have 20% off for you. So if you're a matcha lover like moi, I highly recommend. They have ceremonial grade matcha. So good. I've been on the hunt for good matcha powder, and this brand is fantastic. And they also have they have all these fun little like packages. Like when I joined, I got matcha, I got the tin, there's a scoop in there, there's a frother, there's a special glass. So it was all fun, but I digress. Also, here's a fun fact. I've had this milk frother for like 2 years, and I forgot I had it because I put it away. But I saw somebody make a matcha in here, and this is all electronic. It's plugged in. Now it makes cold foam or hot foam or warm foam. You decide. But you can actually put your matcha powder in here, and it whips it. I know, it's the little things, right? I'm going to show you. And I did get changed before you noticed it. Yeah, this is not the next day. I wanted to do some laundry, and I thought that needs to get washed. I had a little bit of spillage on there. So in case you're wondering why I look a little different, that would be why. So I put my cup of unsweetened cashew milk and my scoop of, I love the fact that it comes with like I said, a matcha spoon. Look at that. Put that right in there. Remember, matcha's clean caffeine. Put my lid on, and if you just hold it and the blue light is on, that means it's just whipping it, it's not heating it, and it will froth it. It's those little things that make me happy. So I have my Kenzo matcha glass. I'm going to fill with ice because I like mine super duper cold. I'll decide whether I want some syrup. Do I want flavored matcha? I do. Let me go pick out a skinny syrup. All right, just stop. So I'm going to put I decided to use Irish cream skinny syrup because that's what I felt like. And I just do 2 pumps. Some people like 3, some people like 4. Depends on your sweetness level. I'm just going to put on another round of this just because to get it all mixed in. There we go. I don't have to let it go for the full time because I'm just making sure that it's mixed in. Just shut it off. Here's my glass. I mean, look at the whipness. You're going to be able to see when I pour it how fantastic this does. Look at that. Look at that. I've been sitting on this sucker. Surprise, surprise, surprise. There it is. Got my lid is here. And my straw. It goes this way, right? Put a little, goes like that. Like me. I will have it linked down below. Check out Kenzo. Like I said, I've been buying it for the last little over a year because I've been trying to find a really good matcha, and it's phenomenal. If you like hot matcha, then you make it hot, but I like mine iced. I also use the powder in recipes too. I make matcha overnight oats, I make matcha loaves, matcha pancakes. A little boost of caffeine, clean caffeine. 5 out of 5. I am making some chicken, boneless, skinless chicken thighs with some jerk seasoning. I just dry fry them in a pan, and I'm going to serve them with some more of the cabbage salad for dinner tonight. Keeping it basic, but keeping it delicious. Looks good. Look at that crust. And there is my plate with my cabbage and my chicken. Just had to count 5 if you're on WW. And a little bit of the oil on the salad. But it was absolutely yummy, very crunchy, and very good. It held up. We're going to throw a tasting on here. I was at GNC on my way home from the mall, and I wanted to stop and see if they had anything new. But I saw these Prime Bites protein brownies. They are 5 grams of collagen, 19 grams of protein, 7 Weight Watcher points, 220 calories, 9 grams of total fat, 2 grams of fiber. Let's see, total sugar 6, includes 4 grams of added sugar. But we do have 19 grams of protein. So let's see what we think about these. I mean, it's a pretty big size brownie. It's not something you would have every day. I don't think I would have every day, but you see if it's worth it. I mean, it's a lot of calories as well. But, I mean, what would you pay for a regular brownie? So, this one, did I say was in the flavor of chocolate glazed donut. And then here it is. I mean, it's a big brownie. It smells good. Feels dry though. It feels dry. We'll see though. Maybe it's not. I don't want to judge. There it is. You all right, puppy? The piece with the icing was better. Honestly, don't think I'd buy these again. They're okay. Remind me of a cosmic brownie, but a little bit thicker. I probably can make something better than this. But it's fun though to find a sweet treat to have on your on hand when you want to try something or taste something. I mean, I'd give it a 3 out of 5. A little higher in calories and points that I would like. 220 and 7 Weight Watcher points. This is a little bit steep. That's your tasting for today. Well, that is it for today in the life of me. It's Wednesday. We didn't do anything. We just hung around. It's been so hot here today. That's why the hair went on, but I had to get changed. So, yeah. Yeah, 90, very high humidity, and, you know, very dry. The grass is starting to turn brown. But let me recap breakfast. I'm going to call it, I think, I'm going to put it on dishreview.com if you're interested. I think I'm going to call it a souffle because it did remind me of a souffle. I mean, really, it was kind of light and airy. But if you have regular cottage cheese, I would recommend you whipping it. Now, you could use a whisk and just give it a good old whip, you know. But it came out to 5 Weight Watcher points. That includes the peanut butter topping and the chocolate chips, right? Yes. 349 calories, 40 grams of carbs. That's a biggie. 24 grams of protein and 13 grams of fat. You absolutely could maybe add protein powder to that. Might not be as light and airy though with the powder, but you definitely have room to play in there. So it was really good. I definitely would make it again. I would. See, I'd rather do that than that wrap. The other wrap did not thrill me. Or absolutely need to make the fry bread. If you don't know what my cottage fry bread is, let me link that for you as well. And the cabbage will be the link from the cabbage video. The link for the cabbage recipe. I just went and Googled it because I'm like cabbage salad, and I found this one, so everybody seemed to enjoy it. I did add a little bit more cabbage, and we had it for dinner, which you did see already, right? Yes, I had. They were, hopefully I said it because I didn't do a voiceover. It was chicken thighs that I got at the ShopRite that have like Cajun seasoning on there, so a little spicy. So the cabbage we also had leftover taco bake, which I wasn't in the mood for, but the kids finished it, and Steve. So that was for dinner tonight, and I did try that brownie. Peter liked it. He thought it was good. He goes, "You're crazy." I said, I didn't hate it. I didn't love it. I don't think it's worth that amount of points or calories. Now, having said that, did I like it? Yeah, it was decent. But for me, if it was 7 points and that amount of calories, it needed to knock my socks off, and that it did not do. But that's me. I got that at GNC yesterday. I did buy 2, so there's another one. I think that was brownie. I think I put a cookie dough on, which is 1 more point higher. but they were fun. Apparently Peter said he saw them on TikTok. They have them in the TikTok shop, but yeah, I don't think I'd buy them again. Again, it's a personal preference. If you love it, great. So that is it for me. If you enjoy these days in the life, let me know with a big old thumbs up. If you haven't hit that subscribe button, join us here at Tish with Tea. We are healthy lifestyling it together. So I will see you later, my lovelies. Have a great rest of your week. And if you haven't checked out our challenge video, I did post that yesterday. I don't know if I'll put it at the end of the video or not, because I have a lot of videos to put at the end of this video. So definitely check out yesterday's challenge check-in. Size matters, and you'll know why. Have a great day, lovelies.